So government fairly is doing a right job in this direction because as per my understanding, what is happening, what has changed in the last few years that government is making the policies in both the direction, direct enablers and indirect enablers. So from direct enabler side, they have introduced various schemes like FAME scheme, then PLI and other schemes like PME drive and those kind of schemes are there in place. And from indirect side, they have drastically reduced the GST factor on the EV particularly from like if we see the ICE counterparts above sub-4 meter where the EVs are more majorly in the length these days. So the ICE counterpart sells the GST factors amounts to around 43%. For BEV, it is limited to only 5%. So this is actually how government is pushing the generation like EV growth in India. And also in terms of regulations, government is making OEMs to work in EV direction only because they are imposing stringent CAFE norms and BS7 norms in upcoming timeline. So in a longer term, yes, government is doing in both the directions. Yeah. Government is working on key regulations like CAFE. They are taking references from global markets, what European market and China market has done. Our government has a commitment at the global stage. We will be net zero by 2070. In order to achieve that net zero target, they have drafted this CAFE norms in a strategy manner that how they can do the BEV growth and overall achieve this net zero in a strategic manner, in a phased manner, like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. So in that manner, they are downsizing and making the strategy in overall emissions foray. So from CAFE phase 2 to CAFE phase 3, they will be reducing this CO2 emission to a further mark. And then in phase 4, definitely, then all the OEMs will have to achieve those CAFE targets. Only BEV is the solution, right solution for them. So indirectly, government is pushing towards the green technology. For Indian context, it's a relevant topic these days, and government is pushing direct because currently India is heavily importing fuel, and the import duty. In order to reduce those import duties, government is pushing biofuels so that they can help both the way. Like we in-house, we internally we can reduce our import duties, and parallelly we can help the agricultural sector also because the primary sector in India is still the agriculture sector. So government is working on both the directions. And to promote biofuels, government has already mandated for ethanol. They have already mandated E20 by this year, 2025. And then beyond that, they are planning to have FFBs in place so that more level of ethanol blending can be achieved with the ICE, with the gasoline part. And OMCs are also working on another generations of ethanol, like second generation, third generation. Like recently, IOCL has opened up its refinery in Panipat, which has commissioned for the second generation of ethanol production. So yes, and later on the plans are for biodiesels and bio-CNGs also. So yes, government is doing really well in this direction. But yeah, challenges, there are some challenges also, like because of this, all these crops from which the biofuels are generated, they are water intensive crops. And India, the groundwater, the fresh water is limited. So we can't rely on first generation ethanol and first generation of level of production for biofuels. Definitely the technologies has to be in place. So OMs, particularly the role from OMC sides is a critical role to provide the industry with surplus of ethanol and surplus of biofuels so that can be used in the transportation sector for both the merits here.